How often do values appear in your Pandas data frame? In this video, I'm going to show you the right way to find out and the wrong way. So we're going to start off by loading up import pandas as PD, and I'm going to say df equals PD read CSV of file name. And this file name, I'm just going to say engine equals pi so I don't waste your time or mine. And this file contains, it's about 2.2 gigabytes, and it contains about 12 million parking tickets from the year 2020 in New York City. And if I look at, let's do a shape first, 12 million, yeah, 12.4 million. If I say df.head, you'll see at least some of the 43 columns. Right, it's everything from the registration state and the violation code and the vehicle color and vehicle make and all that stuff. So what I want to know is how often did each vehicle make get ticketed? Right, so that basically means, right, take each unique value in vehicle make and count the number of times it appears. So a great way to do that, the preferred way to do that in Pandas is with value counts. I often say that it's my favorite method because I use it all the time. So I'm going to say df of vehicle make dot value counts. And look what I get back. I get back a series in which those unique values from vehicle make are now my index, and the number of times it appears are my values. This is a series in every possible way. So I can now say dot head 10. Why would I do that? Because notice they are sorted from most common to least common. So if I do head 10, that means give me the 10 most common. And I do this all the time. This is really quite useful. Notice though that it is going to take exactly the values you had in this case, vehicle make, in order to count them. So if you have capitalization differences, spelling differences, white space differences, look here, Kia at the bottom here, Kia is Kia space open parenthesis. I'm sure that Kia appears more than once in this, but not Kia space and parenthesis. You have to clean up your data before you do a value counts on it. Okay, that's nice, but what if I want to find out something else? What percentage of the tickets were given to each vehicle make? And that might sound like something I could figure out if I do a value counts divided by the total number and everything, but it's much easier than that. I could just say normalize equals true. And value counts will give me then the percentages. And if I say then dot head 10, here we go. So now we see something a little more normal looking because it doesn't have all these teensy-weensy numbers. And we see that Toyota is 11% of the time, Honda is 10.8% of the time, Ford is 10.6% of the time, and so on and so forth. Again, still being sorted from most common to least common, but now it's being sorted, well, now the numbers that we get are the normalized percentage numbers rather than the raw numbers. That's pretty great. Now, I showed value counts to someone in my corporate training class earlier this week, and they said, oh, I do this a different way. I said, really? What sort of different way do you use? And so they showed me that instead of saying value counts, they used the counter class from the collections module in the Python standard library. I said, I'm sure that is slower, but then I decided, let's test it. So I said here, time it. And time it, percent time it is a magic command in Jupyter and allows me to find out how long something takes by running it a whole bunch of times. So we're going to do this value counts, and I'm going to say head 10. Let's do that. And that's going to take a little while to run. Meanwhile, I'm going to say from collections import counter. And then I'm going to say here, time it, counter. Actually, let's just do counter here. And I'm going to say df of vehicle make. And then I'm going to say, well, I want to count how many times, it's going to count how many times each thing appears. And then I can say most common 10. And if I do this, it's going to read in the data. It's going to create something that's sort of kind of like a dictionary with keys and values. And here we go, the 10 most common with these numbers. And they are the same numbers that we got from value counts. But is it faster or slower? Let's do time it on this as well. And you're going to see that whereas this took 408 milliseconds, this took less than half a second. Counter here is going to take a lot longer, and that's because it has to pull the data from Pandas, meaning from NumPy, into Python and mess with it. Look, 1.32 seconds. Just to put a, if I say 408, divide by 1320, right? So basically it takes 3 times as long, 2.5 times as long if you want to be a little more pedantic about it. All right, so it is much, much, much faster. And this is a lesson that people have to remember all the time about working in Pandas. You want to stay in Pandas. You want to keep using the Pandas methods. The moment you leave Pandas, whether it's a for loop or something like counter, a non-Pandas, a standard Python data structure, you are potentially, almost certainly, making things run much, much more slowly and using much more memory. So value counts, an amazing method. With normalize, even more amazing. And don't be tempted, as easy as it might seem, and even though it might seem not like it's not so bad, don't be tempted to use Python standard library stuff when you're working with Pandas. All right, I hope this was helpful and interesting. Let me know what you think. Let me know what mistakes you have made with vectorized methods, with Python standard library stuff, and elsewhere. And I'll be back real soon with lots more about Python and Pandas and everything in between. See you then.